Well, after the events of last night, you can see the skies have cleared. Had several people message me today on YouTube wanting to know if we were okay after the massive tornado outbreak that came through last night, and yes, we are fine. The worst of the storms went north of us. We just had some heavy rain and high winds for a little while last night. That massive 200+ mile long tornado that came through, it was about an hour northwest of us, so it was close, but not that close. So we're okay, no damage here, but in other communities in Arkansas, Missouri, northwest Tennessee, Kentucky have definitely not been so fortunate. So please, everybody, if y'all can take a minute to pray for all the people affected in those storms. I know I'd appreciate it, and I know that they would appreciate it. A lot of lives have been changed in the blink of an eye, and right before the holidays too. So if y'all could, before we get to this video, if you don't mind, please take a moment to say a prayer for everybody involved. So we're okay, but others have not been so fortunate. So anyway, now that I got that announcement out of the way, let's get on to the video. Ah, look at there. That's a sight for sore eyes. First frost of the season. I'm so happy to see it. That means everything's dead. No more weeds, no more bugs, no more sweating. None of that worried about for the next several months. I'm like a liberal on election day right now. I'm so happy. Well, I lied last night. Everything is not perfect and ready to go this morning. First of all, woke up this morning, wife's SUV battery was died. Anyway, get out there to change it, could not find it. YouTube to the rescue, found out it's under the passenger seat. And not only does it have one battery on there, it's got two batteries on there, one about the size of a motorcycle battery. And they were both bad. 2 hours later, $330 later, back going again. Rushed out here to get the picker serviced, fired it up. Hydraulic oil leak again. Do we have another hose busted? No. The hose we replaced 2 days ago was leaking around the crimp. Obviously it wasn't crimped good. And we lost probably about 10 gallons of hydraulic oil. So we're looking at another late start again today. Just can't seem to get going. Well, while Zach's getting a few hose made, thought I'd show y'all something real quick. We're on the farm that the Zombie Trail paintball is on, and I was just going to show y'all a little bit of the carnage from the month of October here. There's where the trail comes up from where we load the trailers, and here we are, scene number 2. And I know it doesn't look like anything in the daylight, but at night with black lights and everything, really looks cool. But look at all the paintballs on the ground and everywhere. But this year we had an awesome season, second best season ever. We ran, I think, about 6,700 people through here the whole month of October. We were rained out 3 nights, so we could have done more. But those 6,700 people shot approximately 1.75 million paintballs. 1.75 million paintballs. You can tell there's a big chunk of them right here on the ground. Anyway, just want to take a minute to show y'all that. Had a great season this year. Be open again next year. Next year we'll also have the haunted house part open. It's a completely separate attraction, and it's not family friendly. It's not for little kids. It's very aggressive, scary haunt. We weren't able to open it this year because of COVID, but next year it will be open, so we'll have both attractions going. So go ahead and mark your calendars. Next October, a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night. If y'all within driving distance looking for something to do, y'all go ahead and make plans to come. Y'all go ahead and make plans to come see us. Finally, 3 hours later than what I planned on starting this morning, we're finally starting. 1 o'clock, and now we have about 5 hours of daylight left. Whereas originally I was planning on getting this farm done and getting moved on to the next farm. Now we'll be just doing good to get this farm done. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world, because I believe the weatherman said it's supposed to get down to 29 tonight. You know, this picker uses water to clean the spindles, so we're right here by the shop. Our next farm is definitely not by the shop, so it might be a good idea to just get this thing done and then carry this thing and park it in the shop tonight, so you know we don't have any water lines freeze and burst. I doubt 29 would be cold enough to make them burst, but with the luck we've been having lately, they would freeze rock solid and probably burst every line on here. You go, just get this farm done and have everything in one piece whenever we turn the picker off tonight.
So Zach and I swap out. I do 2 days, he does 2 days. I'll do 2 days, he does 2 days. That way you're not stuck on the exact same job all week long. So he gets to freeze and I get to freeze. It's a teamwork partnership out here. So today's really nice though. The sun is out, and even though it's cold, at least the sun's out. So this farm is really doing awful, and we kind of knew that, but I didn't realize how bad it is. So at least it's our ground, right? I don't have to pay a landlord. I am the landlord.
Hey Vance, how's it going?
Hey, what you doing, man?
Oh, just picking some sorry cotton, man.
Really?
Yeah. That's
well,
what.
Gosh, it looked good over there.
Oh well, I mean it looks good, but the pounds just ain't there.
Well, that'd be darn.
So,
what do you think it's making?
Well, just guessing based on my yield monitor, anywhere between 600 and 900 pounds.
Well, that'd be damn. It sure doesn't look that way.
No, it doesn't, but it is. I mean, I've only had one farm ginned, and like I said, I'm just guessing. But I figured with the run up in cotton prices that I probably need to call you about filing a claim just in case there's any kind of potential there.
Yeah, well, there's definitely, you know, what they do on the RP here is when the price runs up, it doesn't really change the yield eligibility, but what it does is it pays more if there's a yield loss. So we're just going to file you a cotton claim in every county for yield loss, and then just see where it lands.
So I'll still qualify for a payment if my yield is.
Reach your yield threshold. Yes, you'll definitely qualify for a payment, and instead of getting paid 83 cents, you get paid the fall price, which is probably $1.10 ish.
Yeah, that's the way I thought it worked.
Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll file you a claim in each county and say we're anticipating a yield loss in this seed.
Okay. All right. I don't need to leave any kind of crop standing or anything like that, do I?
Not at all.
Okay.
The gin will have the records on your.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
See you.
Anyway, who I was on the phone with there was my crop insurance agent, because this cotton is so poor. I don't think it'll qualify for an insurance payment, but in order to get your payment, you have to report a claim within so many hours of harvesting. So just to be on the safe side, go ahead and file a claim, and let the adjusters work up the figures and find out if we got any kind of potential claim there. And yeah, even though this cotton crop is the worst I've picked in 14 years, unfortunately the way crop insurance works, I'm still probably not gonna file a claim because I'm insured at the 70% level of my APH, which is approved production history. And what the APH is your 10-year average of a crop on a farm. Well, in the last 10 years, I mean, we've had great cotton. Problem is, we rotate our crops. So you go back 10 years of cotton on this particular farm, you know, we're looking at, I've got yields counting on my history from 30 years ago, which back then, I mean, 300-400 pounds was about normal. So my APH is low. I'm guessing average for this county, my APH is probably going to be somewhere 750, 800 pounds an acre because we got so many histories on there from a long time ago. And then I'm insured at 70% of that. So, you know, 70% of 800 pounds is, I don't know what, around 600 pounds or so. A little less than 600 pounds. So because I'm insured with an enterprise unit, which gives me a cheaper rate on crop insurance, it goes by my county average. So, you know, my county average could potentially have to be below, you know, 600 pounds an acre to draw any kind of claim. But you never know, you know, don't know what the final turnout's going to be at the gin, so it's better to be safe than sorry. Just go ahead and file the claim, and if you able to collect something, then good. If you're not, well, you didn't hurt anything by filing the claim.
Hey, Matt.
Go ahead.
Are you going to be able to make it back to this other end, or do I need to come get that before we tarp this?
I can make it back. I'm not full.
Okay. Ooh, he was nice to me for once. Yep. So we're at my parents' house. My sister's out here hanging out, watching the whole process. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully we can get some modules done. Well, now that zombie trail is over, we just get to look at the scenes with all the paintballs in them. Thank goodness they're biodegradable. Look at all that. That's crazy. Oh yeah, they did a number to this road that, oh man. Ugh. That's muddy. It was muddy for the last 2 weekends, so I guess I'll just park my butt over here and wait for Matt to come around.
Well, guys, just to give you another example of how screwed up this year has been weather-wise, and like, you know, how greatly it's affected the cotton. Just look at those trees right there that we're driving next to. It is November 4th. We just got our first frost this morning, and does it really look like that fall is anywhere close? I mean, the leaves are still green, not changing any colors. Heck, even the maple tree in my front yard, which normally changes colors early, is still green as a gourd. I mean, look at all those trees there. I mean, you see just a little bit of hint of color in some places, but most of them still look like it's like September. So I guess while we got really lucky that the weather did not screw up the corn crop and the soybean crops, it has most certainly affected the cotton crop, and then also all the trees and everything else. I don't know why, but I don't really know what was that much different, but it did. I do think that some of the things we've seen with our crops and other stuff this year probably gonna keep me scratching my head for a good long time.
Well, somebody's feeling better. Because now he's on the bush hog. Say hi, Carter. Say hi. Hi, Carter. A 13-year-old. Such a 13-year-old.
Now this right in front of me is why I love 1725. I mean, it's the most beautiful variety. It's the most beautiful variety I've ever grown. I mean, when it opens up, it just, I mean, it fluffs out and looks like there's tons and tons of cotton here. So even though it's not yielding good, I still feel good about picking it. And I really thought all summer long that this was probably going to be one of my worst farms, but it's actually surpassing my expectations. It's not doing great by any stretch of the imagination because of places like this. We got just a real thin, skippy stand in some places, and then around the inrows where the shade was abysmal. But a bigger part of the field is a lot better than what I thought it was. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but this is an extremely steep and hilly farm that probably the most eroded farm that we got. In a lot of places, fields, it might only have a couple inches of topsoil. We had it in cotton production up until 2002, continuous cotton, and I mean, it was doing good to yield 300-400 pounds. Anyway, that year we took it out of, in 2002, we took it out of crop production and put it in hybrid Bermuda grass hay for horse customers. I'm full right now, waiting on Kelly to get here. But we grew the Bermuda hay on here for 11 years until either 10 or 11 years till like 2012, 2013. And we put it back in the crop. And those 10, 11 years of having grass on.
And word of advice, do not pet Drake. Apparently he came up here and rolled in the chicken crap.
But that 10, 11 years in grass production really did wonders on building up the organic matter in this soil and soil structure and everything else. And now this is a very productive farm, especially after we took 2 huge terraces out and really opened it up to where we could farm a lot more efficiently and weren't just constantly turning around. And then, cover cropping for the last 5-6 years has really helped this farm too, and it's become a really productive farm.
I don't know if you can see it because his windows are dirty, but I dumped and a piece got on Zach's hat. I don't think he realizes it. Matt walked around the other day with just a giant piece stuck right here. The cotton will get you every time. It is 5:15 and we have only gotten 2 modules done, 2.5. So yeah, not good, but
Well, Roy had to leave early today, and Carter's been bugging me all fall saying how he wants to cut some stalks. Well, today he's getting his chance. Wonder how he's doing without Bluetooth radio though.
Thursday. There you go. It's 11:04 and it's 7:45. Blue Tractor Captain's Log. Big man in the green machine is coming to get us more cotton. I don't even know how many baskets are in there tomorrow last year. We still have 4 or 5 acres left, and then we'll be done for the night, and then tomorrow we'll move. It's pretty much the same story every night, every day. We are out here picking your underwear, so you're welcome. Team, no sleep. No, I'm just tired. Big green man's coming! He's coming! Hurry up! Watch him run. Buff man coming. We've officially lost our marbles. Oh my god, I can't wait to sleep for 3 days! Oh! Past 7 o'clock, we get silly. And then around 9:30, it's all bets are off and everyone is complaining and just ready to kill each other with stares at this rate. The things we do for your underwear, people, and your toilet paper. And my tractor has attitude. He's making a swing. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I gotta operate that thingy. Hold on. Gotta operate the thingy. You have to operate the thingy. Hold on. Let's see if we can get to the operate the thingy. Speed it up. Ooh, it's hot here. Speed it up. You have to pull the lever. And then it pushes it to the other side. So if you have a really full basket, you're able to put a lot more in there without spilling. But, because this year is a sucky year, it really doesn't matter.
Don't forget, we still got to cross the road, so don't pull off yet.
No! We knew that. Did you know that, though? Where's my partner in crime? Where did he go? Where did he go? I don't have a module builder person. Where did he go? Here. Maybe Zach's taking a nap in the cotton.
Well, we finally got done with that field about 9 o'clock tonight. Brought it back in here to the shop, stick it in there tonight because of freezing weather. I'm gonna go ahead and get started cleaning out the heads tonight while Zach and Kelly are pulling off that module builder. One less thing we got to do in the morning because we got to move all of our junk all the way up to Madison County tomorrow. Get started up there. All done with Cotton here in Crockett County. But anyway, I'm gonna hurry and get this stuff done so I can go home and get me some supper and get some rest. So appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be sure to come on back in the morning.